First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, sincerity, and wholeheartedly. Shalom unto the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. It say judgments are prepared for scorners and the stripes for the back of fools. In this video, I just want to talk about how you're supposed to be holy. You're supposed to be separate from the world. All right. The Lord have called you out of darkness and brought you into his marvelous light. So that's you're supposed to walk by that way. You're supposed to change. All right. So that means you might have to let people go. Matter of fact, not might, you will have to let people go if they don't understand or come into the sanctuary of the Most High. All right. And those stripes, it's not talking about no damn belt, no damn whip. We are talking about it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Stripes to symbolize pain, judgment. All right. And whatever way the Lord gonna judge you, it's not gonna be a quick one. It's not gonna be it wasn't that bad. You gonna feel it. The second death itself, that's a horrible thing. All right. You can't even handle when the water too damn hot when you're washing your hands. So how much when you have fire? All right. And you know that fire gonna be hot. That's the second death. 2/3 is gonna feel that. And if you don't want to be a part of that, you ain't supposed to follow a multitude to do evil. Matter of fact, let's get that. Because you're supposed to be separate, man. And you're supposed to be convinced, persuaded in your own mind. It said, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, and this is in the law. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment. That means you shouldn't allow nobody to persuade you to follow that multitude. All right? You shouldn't wrestle judgment. You should know what judgment is. But most people who say that they are leaders, all right, they're really followers. Because you ain't separate yourself from the world. You still indulging in whatever this world have to offer. All right? So one of the biggest stumbling blocks to our people is that you think that you can still be around the same people that you was with, but you in the truth. These people don't give a damn about the Lord. They don't care about what you're talking about. All right, and I'm gonna prove. All right, this video is actually inspired by a person that I talked to. All right, and that person is so caught up in their self, is saying like, I know what I won't do, and I know what I know what I'm capable of. Basically calling the Lord a liar. So I'm about to get some scriptures, make this quick, man, about how the Lord said that you being around people that ain't right, it will pervert you, man. All right, so this is the foundation of becoming a clean person, man. And it said, depart from the unjust. Who is the unjust? Unbelievers. That's why the scripture said that the just shall live by his faith. Unjust people don't have faith. All right, so you're supposed to depart from them. And iniquity shall turn away from thee. So what is the opposite of this? If you don't depart from the unjust, iniquity will turn to you. It ain't going to turn away. It's going to turn to you. All right. And that's what people do not understand. And they don't want to understand it because, as the famous saying in the world, they want their cake and they want to eat it too. All right. I don't even believe that's a saying, but that's what people say it as. But for the edification of the video, we just going to leave it at that. All right. But the point is that, you can't play both sides of the field. That's a no, man. That's called lukewarm. The Lord said he's going to spew you out his mouth. Revelation chapter 3, verse 15 and 16. All right. And this is when you know that you are wise. When you depart from the unjust and then you sit around men of understanding. And for you women who have a man of the Lord, you don't understand how blessed you are because you could have ended up with anybody. Why would the Lord put a man of the Lord in your presence? All right, that's mercy right there. But some of y'all got men of the Lord just for you to get judged worse because you treat your man of the Lord like shit, like he's a nobody. We already got to fight against the world. Our woman's supposed to be a comfort, all right? But it say, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. So the person I was talking to talk about, I don't believe in that birds of a feather flock together. Well, if you want to be technical, a feather, the feather on the birds do flock together. All right. So if you just want to be technical and just use the saying for what it is, but the metaphorical part of it is yes, man. Yes, maybe if you was with some hoes or you was with some thugs, so I'm talking about women and men, and 99 times you was able to refrain yourself from some thought activities and some thug activities. But what about the 100th time and the 101 time? So 99 times you was able to withstand, the temptations, but then you fall into it. All right. And then, you got people who really be like, I can handle myself. I know. But then you calling the Lord a liar. All right. So that's why you're supposed to depart from the unjust. And the Lord might even put you in a situation for you to fuck up. Just because you think that you got it under control. When the scripture said that it's sin that dwelleth in us. That's Romans chapter 7. One of my favorite chapters, man. It gives you understanding of this walk. So, as you see, I'm going through these scriptures, right? Why is the Lord saying these things? Why he's telling you to separate? One of my other favorites right here. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So these is all people who are contrary to the Lord's ways, who don't believe, but you're blessed if you do not walk in the counsel, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, man. So you're supposed to be separate. That's what holy means. All right? So you got defiled and unclean, and you got holy and clean. You're supposed to be holy and clean. You ain't supposed to be around people who are defiled and unclean. All right? So a lot of people do not get this sentiment. And a lot of people is going to be destroyed because they don't want to get right. Let me see. So it said, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in asunder, and I will appoint him he'll appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. So the thing is that the scripture said that the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. So while you thinking that you could continue to not take the Lord serious or acknowledge the truth, all right, but you don't fully come into it because you got stumbling blocks, which is your friends and family and the flesh, because your friends and family still do things that you would like to do, and you've been close to them your whole life. Then the Lord called you, and now you think that you could just be with your friends and be with the Most High. No, you got to separate, because the Lord coming as a thief in the night. As the scripture I just read, you don't know an hour or day that he's coming. So you got to get right now. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, that's talking about you, the person who heard the truth, the person who acknowledged the truth, the person that's actually, put his hand to the plow and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. So going back to the first scripture I read, all right, the stripes is for the back of fools. Judgment is for the scorners. So them stripes is going to represent judgment that the Lord's going to bring upon you. And guess what? It's going to be many because you know the truth, but you want to continue to keep playing. But he that knew not and did commit things, let me read that again. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. See? So the man who don't know, which the scripture said that we all without excuse, well, we talking about the person who ain't put his hand to the plow. All right? We talk about a person that, they heard the message and they're going to be judged for that, but they never really came apart to it. They never really took hold of it. All right? They're going to get stripes. So don't look at it because, oh, okay, that person can get beat with few stripes. It's still stripes. See, the men and the women who knows are going to get beat with many. All right. So that means that the judgment is going to be worse. But that don't mean that these few stripes is going to be a light thing. But it say, for unto whomsoever which is given, of him shall be much required, and to whom have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So that's why you're going to be beaten with many stripes, because the Lord called you out of darkness. So now much is required of you. And if you don't get right, you're going to get beat with many stripes. All right. So from here, it says, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not." And that is the world that you live in. You got people who entice you. Your flesh entice you because you got temptations. You seeing the wicked win. You seeing hoes win if you're a woman. All right, a virtuous woman ain't winning right now, but you're going to win in the end. It's all about crying now and laughing later. All right, because guess what? That's what it's supposed to be. Why would you want to laugh now and cry later? All right. So all these wicked people, they laughing right now. You looking at them like, damn, they ain't getting plagued like us. They ain't going through the shit that we go through. They being wicked and they prospering. The scripture said that the ungodly prosper in this world. All right. So knowing that, and if you got, I'll put it like this, man. If you got the urge to want to, just denounce it. All right? Just denounce it, man. You're making it worse for yourself. You're still going to lose at the end, but I hate people who act like they understand the truth and then they just don't. Like, I mean, this video is very personal to me, man, because it's somebody that I'm close to who acknowledged the truth, but they just, they keep playing, man. But we'll get back to the scripture, man. But it say, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not." So, like I said, you see people in the world winning, all right? You seeing that they ain't going through the things that we go through, because we're just blessed with our daily bread, and that's what we're supposed to be. That's what we're supposed to have. But you see other people who's wicked, and you see hoes winning, you see thugs winning, you seeing these celebrities winning, they sold. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about being holy, man. It's all about being separate. So don't consent to these sinners, man. They're gonna die. They're gonna perish. You don't want to perish with them. It's just that simple. Very simple. And then I'm gonna end it on this scripture right here because this will conclude the whole lesson, man. This is why you gotta separate. Be not deceived, and a lot of people are deceived. Going back to the point of a person that I know said, "I know me. I know I won't. I could be around hoes. I could be around drugs. I could be around all that. I ain't going to do it." That's why the scripture said, "Be not deceived." That person is deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. Evil communications corrupt good manners. So you could be a good person, so called. But if you get around environments with this flesh, that's temptations, you will eventually fall. I don't care what nobody say. The Lord ain't a liar. The scripture say, "Let God be true and every man a liar. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found." Shalom.